Each episode of the Lion Goat podcast is improvised. Expect comedy. Do not expect consistency or sense to be made. This is random nonsense for your amusement. I am Podbot. I make the bebop skull beep boop. On today's episode, we join the relentless private eye, Cooper Maxwell, for another noir tale of action, romance, and mystery. Can Maxwell crack the code before it's too late? You must stay tuned until the very end. Warning, the following podcast contains explicit material intended for emotionally immature adults. Trigger warnings for this episode include discussion about adult themes, violence, profanity, murder, sexually explicit behavior, political incorrectness, animal, emotional, mental, physical, sexual, and substance abuse. There is more to enjoy. Listen to this podcast while wearing stereo headphones.
Welcome to your next experience of the great beyond. It was a dark and stormy night, a typical rain-soaked autumn evening in Boston. The kind of night that makes a gumshoe like Cooper Maxwell, private eye, want to stay in and drink cheap whiskey.
I was getting tired of reading my name backwards on the glass door, so I decided to pour myself a glass of Jameson whiskey. This shit's not cheap, man. This is Jameson. I was working on my third one when I heard a disembodied voice say,
The rain always brings trouble, and tonight's no exception. Maxwell's office, a crummy little joint on the 20th floor.
At least it's not a walk-up, and the diner's right
A
across the
block
street.
from Josie's Diner.
Josie's got good food, man.
Is dry, but it's no refuge from the internal storm.
Who are you?
Memories of past linger like the waft of gunpowder smoke from a freshly shot pistol. The burning memory of his partner Sarah still haunts him. Her death in a shootout with Anthony Penswell's goons has left Maxwell with a nasty case of panic attacks.
He's right. Oh, God. Ah, God. Fresh from my flashback of that horrible night when my partner Sarah was shot to death by Anthony. What was that gangster's name, narrator?
Maxwell.
No, that's my name. Fucking Anthony Penswell. Damn it. It had been a long day of no clients. I only had one phone call, and that was the landlady. Hello, Cooper Maxwell, private eye. Yes, ma'am, I'm aware. I'll have that taken care of by the end of the week. Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am. Friday. By 1, I swear I'll have it.
Maxwell's trying to shake off the demons. Puffing on a lucky strike.
Yes, that's
when
what I'm
a
doing.
knock at the door bursts open the present like a jack-in-the-box on steroids. In walks a flustered-looking broad, her hair a mess, her mascara running like the rain in the gutters outside. Maxwell senses his troubles are about to multiply.
You're right. Nothing's worse than a wet dame.
How dare you?
Ma'am, you look a mess. What can I do for you?
Excuse me. Oh, Detective Maxwell.
Yes? I am Cooper Maxwell, private investigator.
You must help me.
I'm a professional.
My most prized possession. A vintage 1938 toaster.
Toaster. Is that a Smeg brand toaster?
Well, no, I believe it was an oyster.
Those are nice toasters.
Why, yes, I agree. It's been stolen.
There are laws in this city.
I've heard you're the best,
Well, anything I can do.
and I'm willing to pay top dollar.
Ma'am, I like top dollars.
Or at the very least, a decent trade.
Well,
I do have a lovely set of... China.
As much as I like food and plates, eating food off of plates, I gotta have money to get that food. More importantly, to keep the rent up.
It was passed down from my great aunt.
Right. Someone stole your toaster.
And it still works like a charm. I had it on display at the local antique shop, and now... now it's gone.
Dry your tears here, ma'am. Get maybe a towel. You're dripping everywhere.
Oh, well, thank you. You're such a gentleman.
Well, ma'am, I'll do everything I can to get it back before the bread crumbles.
Just not sure this is the right time for such a pithy remark.
It's not my first case. I'll do everything I can to get it back before the bread's too dry to toast.
You suck!
All went aside, I appreciate your help. Please call me when you have some results.
Ma'am, please don't panic. I'm on the case.
Is there any other information that you might need?
No.
No? Are you sure there's been enough exposition in this scene?
Yes.
Well,
Cooper Maxwell is on the case.
okay, if you're certain. Again, thank you. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, that would be fine.
I guess I should just show myself out.
Yes.
Okay, well, bye.
Thank you for stopping by.
And so Cooper Maxwell, the irresistibly sexy, coffee-loving, and slightly troubled private dick, takes on the most ridiculous case of his career. Little does he know, a stolen toaster, a desperate client with fine china, and a trail of clues is about to lead him down a dismal, dank alley of dirt, deceit, and corruption into the darkest corners of Boston. And, well, into more rain. Cooper Maxwell, determined to solve the case of the stolen toaster, decides to start by gathering information.
Well, this is my third one. Third whiskey. Out the door we go. Down to the car.
Don't know where a fella could get a little drink around here, do you, bud?
The common, everyday spectacle of modern traffic. Early automobiles were built for one purpose: transportation from place to place. But from plain utility, engineering features have developed. Ease and comfort of travel have advanced with the power and speed of up-to-date motor cars.
I thought I'd make my way over to the antique store. Check it out. I get there, I open the door. Hello.
Yes,
My name's Cooper Maxwell.
Miss
Who are you?
I am the owner and proprietor of this here antique ship. How can I help you?
I'm just here looking for a toaster. You wouldn't happen to have any, would you?
No, sir, toasters. We had one on display recently earlier this week, but it was stolen Wednesday.
That's never good.
There did not appear to be a sign of break-ins. You can ask the cops.
Well, sir.
They were here. They investigated. They're on the case.
I don't like the beady look in his eye. No, I may not have done this if I hadn't been 3 whiskeys in, but I grabbed him by the tie, yanked him over the counter, and slapped him twice. Yes, I forgot how to count.
Surely Cooper wouldn't have done this had he not been drinking. But he grabbed him by the tie, pulled him over the counter, and slapped him 3 times.
Listen, bud, I want to know where the fucking toaster is, and I want to know now.
Monsieur, this is dreadful treatment of a rightful citizen of the nation. Yes.
You're a French pig dog.
Yes, I am. Blow my nose at you!
Where did you do with that Italian toaster?
I stole it on the black market.
Yeah? So you took it to Jimmy the Fence, huh? All right. Back in the car I go.
Cars have been designed with improved pickup for passing with greater safety on narrow roads. They have been built with extra power and speed enough for even the best roads built today. Cars today have been designed to ride comfortably, even on the bad roads we still have, because they can absorb the bumps.
I knew exactly where Jimmy would be. A little straw-forced saloon on the corner of 5th and Main. The Buccaneers Buckaroo Bacadai. I don't know why this shit's got such complicated names.
Maxwell.
Jimmy! Sorry, I've been drinking.
I can see that. You're practically falling all over yourself, see? Get a hold of yourself, man. What can I do for you, say?
I'm on the market for a toaster. I heard you had one recently. A very nice French brand called Smeg.
No, not an Ulster, though.
Right. Yeah, it is high dollar item.
Well, yeah.
It's pricey.
We only deal with the best, now. Maxwell, I explained this the last time.
What can you do? Have you seen it?
An old slob at the antique shop, Memories and Treasures downtown. Couldn't wait to get his hands on it. Afraid I already got rid of that one.
Well, all right then.
I'd say you better hightail it down there and see if he still got it, Shay.
We'll have to find out.
His first lead takes him to the local antique shop where the toaster was last seen.
Mr. Narrator, I'm technically on the second guy. I think we've taken a wrong turn. I don't remember coming down this alleyway.
Maxwell arrives at Memories and Treasures, a small, cluttered storefront with a faded sign creaking in the wind. Inside, the air is thick with dust.
Very dirty. Bunch of shit in here.
And the smell of secrets hidden in the back of discarded drawers, under musty mattresses and old books.
Detective Maxwell. Welcome to Memories and Treasures. What brings you in here today?
Looking for a toaster.
Oh yes, the 1938 Toast Max 200.
Tell me it was a Smeg.
Oh, an Ulster. Such a beauty. I remember it well.
So tell me what happened with it. Did you have it on display? Where was it?
Just the usual customers browsing.
What did you see?
But I'm afraid I didn't see anything unusual.
Right. Did they buy anything?
Oh,
You got receipts, bud?
no, I don't know if I should say. I
Well, you better.
have a certain amount of decorum between shopkeeper and customer.
Listen here, bud.
Don't think I can tell you that.
Flying bitch. I like smacking.
Oh, please, Mr. Maxwell. I'm just an old shopkeeper.
You better loosen limb lips, bud.
I will tell you what you need, please, sir. This is a shop for gentlemen. Please restrain yourself from all of this despicable, violent behavior.
Well, spill it.
Well, if you put it that way, I suppose I did see someone unusual.
What you look like?
I remember now. A woman came in asking about the toaster.
Okay, that's even better.
What was her name? Raven Blackwood, I think.
I was right.
She had an unusual instrument with her.
What'd you have? A bagpipe?
The scene fades to a flashback. We see Raven Blackwood, a mysterious and peculiar woman with piercing green eyes. She emerges from the shadows of her car, stepping out with an illustrious figure. And she's carrying a most unusual item, a vintage gleaming accordion. She enters the shop, her presence commanding attention. What's the connection between the stolen toaster and this unexpected musical instrument? Cooper Maxwell may never know. Raven's enigmatic smile only adds to the mystery.
Now we will take a break for some advertisements. Please support our sponsors. Just imagine, this could be your advertisement. Please reach us at liongoatpodcast@gmail.com to provide sponsorship. And now, back to the show.
Back in the present,
A vintage accordion, gleaming. It's so unusual.
How is a raven like a writing desk?
I suppose they're both omens for stories.
No. How's an accordion like a toaster?
Oh, that one's a bit harder, except for this one does gleam, as I said.
That pricey item? That worth a lot of money, these accordions?
Oh yes, especially the antique ones. Speaking of mysteries, what do you think of this?
shopkeeper hands Maxwell an intricately carved wooden box. Inside, Maxwell finds a small, golden key.
She left this behind. Said I should keep it for the man who could uncover the truth.
Well, that's me, I guess. I'm here to find the truth. Oh yeah, a key. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. What the fuck am I gonna do with a key? I'm gonna get to the bottom of it, because Cooper Maxwell is on the case.
But before Maxwell can ask more questions, a sleek black car screeches to a halt outside. Raven Blackwood steps out with her accentuated hips, accompanied by a giant, fluffy cat named Midnight.
Yeah. Mama got fries with that shake too, don't she?
Hello, Maxwell.
Hello, Miss Ravenwood.
I see you're still dipping your wick in the wrong candle wax.
Any port in the storm, my dear.
The stolen toaster's just the tip of the iceberg.
Well, it's certainly just the tip.
Your little popsicle might melt if you get it too close to the flames. Oh yes, there's a larger game at play.
Hide and go seek.
And I'm afraid you're just a pawn.
Well, I've been a pawn before. Not my first time. First chess match, first rodeo. However, it is my first missing toaster. But I'll get to the bottom of it.
If you really want to solve the mystery, perhaps we should make an alliance. I I wouldn't want to see you become the jam.
You know me, I like the sauce.
Maxwell's encounter with Raven at midnight is about to lead him down a dangerous path. One that will challenge everything he thought he knew about the case.
Hey, narrator, what's going on with the laugh track? We're a serious noir show, man. There are no jokes. Your story is different than my story. Well, all I know is there's a missing toaster, an accordion, and a quaint, pretty little key. Gotta find out what this goes to. What just happened to lock this particular box?
Oh no, I'm pretty sure it has something else to do with the mystery.
Oh, I'm still talking to you?
You are in front of my shop,
Lots of questions. Unanswered.
Maxwell, I wouldn't have left the key if it just went to the box it was contained. I just thought the box was a nice effect.
I am a better detective than this. Damn rain, I'm sick of it. I should probably fucking move somewhere dry. Like the Caribbean. Do they have Jameson in the Caribbean?
They've got spiced rum, man.
I should have brought a fucking umbrella.
Be prepared, is what I always like to say.
Oh well. I hop back into the Studebaker. And I'm away.
Maxwell, determined to uncover the truth, follows Raven in midnight to a seedy part of town. He parks his car, sneaks out trying to stay inconspicuous. But as he peeks around the corner, he fails to notice a steamy, stinking sewer grate open behind him. Maxwell's feet slip on the wet pavement, and he falls backwards into the sewer. His lightning reflexes dulled by alcohol strike, and Maxwell catches himself by his padded elbow.
I'm in the damn sewer. Where's my hat?
Yet again, Maxwell finds himself trapped, his legs sticking out of the sewer as he tries to hoist himself. But it's too late. Raven and Midnight have heard the clatter and approach. Cooper, if you wanted things to get steamy, all you had to do was ask.
I don't know what happened. I fell down a well.
Raven and Midnight cackle and dance with laughter at Maxwell's predicament.
Thank you.
In the chaos, Raven fails to notice a piece of paper slipping out of her pocket. Unbeknownst to Maxwell, the paper contains a crucial clue. A receipt from the local pawn shop with a cryptic note scrawled on the back.
If I ever get out of this sewer, I'll get to the bottom of this case.
A car pulls up across the street. Maxwell's eyes widen as Lola LaRue, a curvaceous and flirtatious woman, approaches the sewer grate. Well, what do we have here? I do declare it's a detective in distress.
Yes, ma'am. Any help?
And such big muscles you have on your thigh.
Well, yeah, I can only see them because my pants ripped. I'm down with you, yes, ma'am. I'm fit. I like to work out a little bit, free weights, jazzercise, that kind of thing. Yeah.
My, oh my, did you say that you like jazz?
Yes, ma'am.
I've been known to improvise myself. Why don't you just take my little old hand and we'll see if I can't jerk you up.
Wasn't here, Lola. Please keep your hands to yourself.
Don't be shy, honey. Fine, strong young man like you deserves to stay out of the sewer. After all, they say, un raison comme les autres. As Maxwell becomes entangled in Lola's charms, he inadvertently lets his guard down, allowing Raven and Midnight to slip away unnoticed.
I make my way out of the sewer.
Now that you're all hot and wet, Maxwell, won't you consider coming home with me? Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
Headed for the pawn shop.
Well, if you're looking for that little girl,
Yep.
I tell you where you can find her.
That's perfect. How did you know?
She hangs out down by Le Port Rouge
Thank you.
on 128.
Yay, more driving.
Oh, and Maxwell, if you do decide to come see me, just remember, j'ai mon bel mulier glissant.
Of course, here's my card. It was just down the street, so I didn't have far to go. Back into the Studebaker.
Maxwell, determined to solve the case, speeds through the rainy streets, following a lead on Raven's whereabouts. He arrives at an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of town. Its windows shattered, its doors hanging off their hinges. As Maxwell approaches the entrance, 4 henchmen emerge from the shadows. Their black suits and black sunglasses, a stark contrast to the gloomy surroundings.
Uh-oh.
Each carries a menacing weapon. A baseball bat, a crowbar, a knife, and a gun. The henchmen surround Maxwell, trapping him in a circle of violence. The air is thick with tension. The only sound, the heavy breathing of the henchmen and the distant hum of the rain.
Well, this isn't gonna go well for any of us, boys.
Oh, you're tougher than a 40-cent steak, aren't you? Well, this'll make you soft and tender. Here!
The conflict erupts. Maxwell fighting for his life against the henchmen. His fists are flying. Weapons are clashing. Bodies are crashing to the ground.
Come on, get up.
The sound of breaking glass, crunching metal. The smell of the acrid scent of gunpowder.
I'm warning you.
The sweet aroma of the rain-soaked pavement. and the cries of the henchmen as they fall.
Sorry, didn't mean to do that. It is slickery, it's wet, you know what I mean? It's raining. I didn't like those odds, but I beat them.
Now we will take a break for some advertisements. Please support our sponsors.
Brought to you by the makers of Horlicks, the original malted milk. With many parts of the country suffering from changeable weather, it is especially important to be on guard against colds and illness at this time. Consult your doctor at the first sign of a cold or sore throat. Don't run the risk of complications, which may develop from lack of proper medical attention. One visit to your doctor may save you weeks of unnecessary suffering. People who are convalescing from colds or more serious illnesses will find Horlicks malted milk just the sort of nourishing, easily digested food drink that will aid recovery. It will not upset or cause distress to a delicate or impaired system. You can get Horlicks, you know, either natural or chocolate flavor, at your druggist. And now,
back to the show.
I had plenty of time during the commercial break to decipher this riddle.
It's clear to Maxwell that Lola never intended for him to find Raven Blackwood at the warehouse. La Porte Rouge. She had set him up. He headed back to his place to prepare. He was in need of a rest, a bit to eat, and some time to ponder the clues of the case. Each piece of evidence, the toaster, the golden key, the suspicious receipt. How are they connected? He decided he'd better get some more ammo. Cleaning and loading his gun, the sound of bullets clicking into place echoing through the silence. It was clear what he needed to do next. He must make his way to Lola LaRue's mansion to ask her once and for all why she had set him up and how she was connected to this mess. With a determined look on his face, he puts on his trench coat.
Yeah, better get an umbrella this time.
Shuffles his papers and slips his key into the trusty slot of the Studebaker. Maxwell finds himself standing outside of Lola LaRue's mansion, a grandiose structure which looms over the city. Maxwell takes a deep breath as he prepares for the final showdown. But as he steps out of his car, he's confronted by a new obstacle.
Damn it.
A giant, inflatable, pink flamingo pool toy.
I'm not taking any shit from this guy.
Maxwell tries to move the toy, but it's stuck. With no way around the toy, he's stuck as well.
Mr. Narrator Man, why don't I just go back to the other side of the car? Or maybe get my gun and shoot this thing?
Just as he's about to give up, a figure emerges from the mansion. A slender figure in a colored, mismatched outfit. A painted-on smile and a menacing glint in his eye.
Oh, thank God.
The figure is none other than Lola LaRue's accomplice, a mentally disturbed individual known only as the Jester.
Trademark infringement much, buddy?
The Jester's maniacal laughter echoes throughout the night.
Neighborhood's going to hell in a handbasket.
Why, Flamingo, it seems you flummoxed the fool at Apertura.
Well, Jester, we meet at last. Finally. You're the guy behind this toaster business.
I prefer to toast my victims more directly.
Well, you better not be. I'd hate to have to gun you down right here in the driveway.
Any Sherlock with any sense at all could see the answer written on the feathered wall. The Jester's dubious taunts reveal a clue. A cryptic limerick scrawled on the pool toy. Maxwell determinedly grunts as he unsheaths his knife to stab the flippant flamingo. Cut free, he reads the limerick with the Jester's voice in his mind. It's a madam, gather near. A toast is gone and none appear. 'Twas it stolen in the night by one with sure wicked delight, who left behind a trail quite clear. The crumpled sheet that boasts sweet perfume, a hint of butter and lover's bloom, a whispered promise too of a breakfast tryst anew at the old ground pleasure's sweet room. A token of desire, a ribbon so fine, lies nearby a clue to the thief's design. A great wheel's gentle sway may have inspired the thief to play, to steal the toast for a lover's sweet dine. Prithee, follow the scent and see if thou canst uncover the thief's ecstasy.
You're not okay in the head, are you, Mr. Jester? Wait, since I'm just hearing his voice, does that make me not right?
Maxwell must use his impeccable intelligence to decipher the Jester's masquerade.
Mr. Narrator, I wasn't exactly listening. It was really long-winded. I got lost in all the really shitty poetry.
Hey, what do you mean?
I'm really worried that the lawyers are going to get involved and get us treading on trademark infringement. Knockoff Riddler Joker combination guy we've got here. Now back to the clue. Really long, horrible clue.
Hey!
I may be in over my head. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Maxwell finally deciphers the message.
Oh, already?
But it's too late. Distracted by the hiss of the deflating, rubbery carcass. Maxwell misses the Jester's bouncy escape. Damn. The Jester has already jaunted.
Utterly ridiculous escape. Is that one of those pogo balls? Is that what they were called? Where'd you get a pogo ball?
Maxwell, determined to confront Lola LaRue, speeds through the rainy streets. Following the clues to an abandoned amusement park on the outskirts of town. As Maxwell enters the park, his ears are assaulted with the distant hum and the eerie creaking of the old wooden structure of the Ferris wheel looming in the background. trudging through the soggy fairgrounds, his trench coat clinging to his legs like a damp shroud. The seats of the old Ferris wheel swaying in the wind like skeletal fingers. A faded banner with peeling letters flaps in the breeze. It reads Madame Zuzu's Marvelous Midway. Maxwell's eyes scan the desolate landscape, his mind focused on the missing antique toaster.
Wait. That nut job's probably around here with a trap or something. I better be on the lookout. Fuck. Oh well, I'll make my way carefully. There's a lot of open air here.
Mercurially,
What?
a tiny tutu-clad elephant emerges from behind a rust-spotted funhouse mirror.
Whoa.
It totters towards Maxwell, on unsteady legs, a miniature top hat perched on its head. Maxwell's eyes widen as the elephant bows its deaf trunk, producing a tiny scroll.
Thank you.
Unfurling the parchment, Maxwell discovers scrawled in purple ink and the jester's whimsical hand the following cryptic message.
Oh great, another cryptic message.
Where the siren songs meets the clown's despair, seek the reflection of a forgotten flare. Maxwell's brow furrows as he ponders the riddle. A siren's song, a clown's despair.
Forgotten flare. I don't know what any of this shit means. Not really good at poetry, you know? I just don't get it. You get murder. It's always easy. The big-ass park.
He glances around, spotting a decrepit merry-go-round in the distance.
Oh.
Its painted horses seem to stare at him with glassy eyes, their mouths perpetually frozen in screams of delight and horror.
Poor guys. I remember coming here when I was a kid. Had a corn dog right over there. Yeah. I'll get to the bottom of this. Eventually. That's gotta be over here in this direction. I'll just head over that way.
With a sigh, Maxwell approaches the merry-go-round, his pocket parrot Pauline peeping perplexedly from its perch. As he reaches the ride, a lone melancholy calliope tune wafts from the shadows, accompanied by the faint scent of cotton candy and despair.
Starting to get creepy, guys.
A faded mirror attached to the central column winks the reflected skyline like a siren song. As Maxwell peers into the mirror's depths,
A shave, maybe.
it begins to rattle and shake, revealing a tiny keyhole in the lower right corner.
Oh, I see.
Reluctantly, he realizes that the small golden key from the elaborately carved wooden box given to him by the shopkeeper had memories and treasures just might be a perfect fit.
I'm gonna put this key in there. Fits like a glove, man. What's in here?
With the final shudder, the mirror face swings open, a hidden compartment, revealing a crucial clue.
Now we will take a break for some advertisements. Please support our sponsors.
Brought to you by the makers of Horlicks, the original malted milk. Horlicks is refreshing, invigorating. Its delicious, rich flavor is one that the convalescent will not grow tired of, no matter how regularly Horlicks is included in the diet. Horlicks malted milk is self-contained. Mixed with water alone, it's a nourishing, sustaining food drink. It isn't necessary to add any flavoring or even milk unless desired. You can get Horlicks, you know, either natural or chocolate flavor at your druggist. And now,
back to the show.
Oh, great, another clue. Oh, what is that? Does it smell that? Is it me?
Inside, Maxwell finds a glittering silver-plated juggling pin, adorned with the initials R.B. And a tiny enameled clown face, smirking at him, as if hiding a sordid secret.
Who does this to a damn pin? Look, man, this isn't Gotham. This is my first really weird villain, and I'm kind of scared.
As he pockets the juggling pin, Maxwell's mind races to realize the role that this dubious clue might play in regard to redirecting him to the elusive toaster.
Oh yeah, I better get back to that thing.
Could it be the mysterious woman, Raven Blackwood? Will she be the missing puzzle piece?
I don't know.
Revealing Lola LaRue's true identity and the secret of her sinister plan.
I knew she was trouble. Where's that toaster? I'm gonna take this pin just in case I have to hit that guy with it.
Maxwell sprinted across the fairgrounds, dodging rusty carnival games and leaping over puddles. The Ferris wheel creaking ominously above, as if warning him to turn back.
Can't listen to you, Mr. Ferris wheel.
Maxwell's trench coat flapped behind him like dark wings as he raced towards the exit. He burst through the gates and onto the rain-soaked streets of Boston, his eyes scanning the gloom for any sign of how to reach Lola LaRue's hideout. The faint thrum of jazz music drifting from a nearby alley beckoned his pumping blood like a vampire from a mossy graveyard.
That groovy beat, man. I dig it.
He dashed into the alley, his eyes adjusting to the dim light. A sleek, black sedan idled at the far end, its engine purring like a panther. Maxwell's heart raced as he approached, recognizing the car as Lola LaRue's infamous getaway vehicle. With a flourish, the driver's door swung open, revealing none other than Raven Blackwood's enigmatic smile.
Well, my darling.
Hop in, Maxwell. We're running late for our date with a slippery serpent.
All right. I'll bite.
I'm Maxwell. How'd you know? That's just how I like it.
I'll go with you, my dear. See where this leads.
Why, where else would we be going? We're finally gonna give that bitch what she deserves.
What am I gonna do with this juggling pin?
Maxwell dove into the passenger seat as Raven hit the gas. Speeding through the rain-slicked streets, they careened past neon-lit bars and cramped tenements, the city blurring into a kaleidoscope of color and sound.
Man, we've been all over town in this case.
Finally, they screeched to a halt before an abandoned lighthouse on the outskirts of town, its towering spire piercing the dark sky
Like the phalange of a rotting corpse.
Maxwell's gut tightened as he realized this was Lola LaRue's lair. Their final showdown awaited.
This is where it ends. This is where it starts. This is where it concludes. Listen here, Raven, I'm going up these steps to the top of this lighthouse and I may not be back.
What do you mean, Maxwell?
I may die.
Of course you're not gonna die. You're Cooper Maxwell.
I think I should have a little smoochy smooch.
Oh, honey, what took you so long to ask?
I'm so relieved. I'm so grateful.
I'm so thirsty.
Well, come on over then.
Thank you. That line's face.
Oh, honey, don't say that.
Well, it's huge. I don't know how to fill it.
How could you be so rude?
I'm coming.
That's it. Get up.
I apologize. Wish me luck.
I'm going with you, you fool.
Maxwell and Raven burst into the lighthouse, their guns drawn, the air reeking of salt, decay, and the unmistakable miasma of lightly toasted breads. The irresistible odor of wheat, sourdough, and rum raisin.
That toaster is definitely here.
A spiral staircase coils upward, disappearing into the darkness. The sweet stench of the rotting wooden balusters harmonizing with the bakery bass in Maxwell's nostrils.
Delicious.
Just then, Lola LaRue's sultry voice drifts down, echoing off the walls.
Bienvenue, Maxwell. Why, you're just in time for the main event.
Oh, yeah? Got front row seats, do I? Well, I'm ready. Let's start the show.
As they ascend, the creaking of the dilapidated risers and treads beneath their feet echo upward like a death knell. Maxwell's heart races with anticipation and fear. At the top, they find themselves on a narrow catwalk, the lighthouse's lantern room, leering above.
Like, totally good job with all the narration, dude. It's really good. It's like, I just want to listen to it. I was like, I forget I'm supposed to be adding to it.
And there it is. The antique toaster gleaming on a nearby pedestal.
There it is. Not taking my eyes off the prize. I don't want to lose it. I don't know what you expected for me to do. Just walk up here and grab this toaster. That's what I'm doing.
Suddenly, Lola LaRue appears, standing at the far end. Her red dress and matching lipstick, a stark contrast to the drab surrounding. She's armed with a gun and a sinister grin. Her henchmen flanking, their eyes cold and deadly.
Maxwell, are you ready to witness the unveiling of my latest master plan?
Sure, why not? I came all this way to the seaside.
Because you are so sexy, weak, and ineffective. I suppose I can tell you. You see, this toaster It is going to fund my plot. I've always believed that the city's culinary soul is its greatest weakness.
Really? Oh, interesting.
I'm going to sell this rare antique toaster. Use them thorns to poison the city's clam chowder and Boston brains. And once I'm able to manipulate the masses, I can rule Boston with an iron fist or a laced an iron spoon.
Lady LaRue, I could just shoot you now, take the toaster, and be done with it. I got enough rounds here in this pistol for you and all your henchmen, too.
Just as Maxwell thinks he's finally overtaken Lola LaRue.
Maxwell, look out!
A giant inflatable beach ball thrown by the jester comes bouncing out of nowhere, knocking Maxwell off his feet. The jester emerges from the shadows.
Damn this jester.
His grinning mask glinting in the dim light.
Maxwell, you're just in time for the event in the main tent. Lola's plan is about to reach its deadly conclusion.
Maxwell's eyes dart between Lola and the jester. Shaken from the comical beach ball incident, his mind races with a plan. He has to act fast, or risk the city falling into Lola's sinister grasp.
Eat lead, fuckface!
With a flourish, Maxwell produces the silver-plated juggling pin from his pocket and hurls it at the jester. The pin striking the jester's mask with a loud clang and sending him stumbling backwards. Lola's eyes widening in rage as Maxwell charges towards her.
Yeah, that took a turn you didn't expect, didn't it? You throw another fucking beach ball at me ever the fuck again.
You'll never stop me, Maxwell. I'll poison the city's food, and no one will ever defy my culinary coup again.
Your culinary game is over. I've got you right where I want you. The cops are on their way, lady. Now, cease and desist, or I'll unload this Beretta straight in your ass.
Oh, honey, how did you know?
Maxwell tackles Lola to the ground, the two of them rolling across the catwalk as the henchmen close in. Pauline squawks loudly, flapping her wings as she dive bombs the henchmen, distracting them long enough for Maxwell to gain the upper hand.
Thank you, Pauline.
I'll blow you down, so help me, I'll let you have it.
Raven Blackwood fires her pistol, blasting the henchmen into oblivion.
Nice shooting, Tex.
Nice tackling.
Thought I was a gunner there. Good shot, Raven.
Thanks, sugar. As the dust settled, Maxwell stood victorious, panting, the antique toaster held aloft like a trophy. Victory! The jester's mask, lying nearby, its grinning face frozen, a haunting reminder of the sinister plot that had been foiled. Lola LaRue glared up at Maxwell, her eyes blazing with defeat.
Let me go, you buffoon.
Her supple soul shamed forever for being a former toaster saleswoman turned into a mere cat burglar.
Some folks are just born bad, you know?
As the police arrived to take Lola into custody, Maxwell couldn't help but feel a sense of pride. He had saved the city's culinary soul from certain doom. Chief, the police captain approached Maxwell with a hearty handshake. Well done, Maxwell.
Thank you. Thank you, Chief.
You saved the city from a fate worse than death.
I do what I can, sir.
A life without good food.
Man's gotta eat, Chief. Might as well eat good.
That reminds me. We hadn't had a Reuben in a while. You wanna head on back down to Josie's?
Well, let's get on with it. I mean, I've got a toaster to return.
Now we will take a break for some advertisements. Please support our sponsors. Just imagine this could be your advertisement. Please reach us at liongoatpodcast@gmail.com to provide sponsorship. And now, back to the show.
The jester's cackle silenced.
Wait, we're back on this guy?
Lola's questionable accent finally put to bed.
Brains.
The pair, in no way related to anyone else's IP, are taken away. Lola LaRue's sinister grin is replaced with a look of defeat. Maxwell had added a few new toys to his equipment shed, and he had it in hand. A gleaming, brilliant, beautiful, vintage antique toaster.
Well, that's what happens when Cooper Maxwell takes the case.
He knew he would just have to make one final call, and yet another case would be wrapped up in the books.
Hello. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I've got your rent money. Yes, ma'am. Now let me call the client and get the actual cash in hand.
Ring, 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 ring.
Hello.
Oh, Detective Maxwell.
Ma'am?
Detective.
Ma'am?
Detective.
Yes, ma'am.
I've been waiting so long for your call. What news do you have?
I have your toaster.
Oh my goodness, such sweet relief. Oh, that's wonderful news. I'm so grateful for
Yeah, come by and pick it up because I'm not leaving.
Oh no, I couldn't possibly, not in this weather.
I'm soaked to the it's raining still out there. It's horrible. It's like cats and dogs.
I'm so confused. What on earth does that mean?
I stepped in a poodle twice.
Why would you ever hurt a little poodle like that?
I don't like the beady look in his eye.
Is there any way you could possibly bring the toaster to me?
I'm drenched. I'm not coming over there.
But I am a paying client.
Yes, ma'am.
And I do have ever so special reward for you.
Apparently I am coming over there.
Thank you.
Maxwell stood outside the client's address, a quaint little house on the outskirts of Boston. He clutched the antique toaster in one hand and Pauline's perch in the other. Taking a deep breath, he knocked on the door. The door flung open, and a hysterical woman greeted him.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You saved me from a life of toastless despair.
That's right, I did.
I'll never let it out of my sight again. My little baby.
Well, I'm glad I could help, ma'am. Man shouldn't have to live on bread alone, but buttered bread's a whole nother story.
And as for your reward,
Yes, ma'am.
here, take this. It's the best I can offer.
What is it?
Yes, of course, it's a harmonica.
How in the hell am I supposed to pay the landlady with this? What is this?
It's the finest harmonica.
Is this some kind of joke?
No,
Okay,
no.
make a living.
No, it is.
It's ridiculous. I don't play the harmonica.
This is the best reward I can offer. It's said to have powers.
What kind of powers does the harmonica have?
Well, of course, to make any tune sound like a symphony.
What, how did we get in all this supervillain territory? What's going on here? Did I slide into Gotham? I thought we were in Boston.
Thank you, Cooper Maxwell.
Yeah, for harmonica.
Thank you.
Just doing my job, ma'am. Always here to help. Don't forget to mention Cooper Maxwell.
I won't forget you.
I guess I'll give it a play and see what happens.
We see Maxwell dressed in a sharp suit, holding a folder full of evidence, standing in the sleek criminal courtroom.
Why am I here? The case is closed.
Jury, having found you guilty of murder in the first degree, I hereby sentence you to be executed according to the law of the state of California at San Quentin Prison at the time prescribed. You are to be hanged by the neck until you are dead.
Yes, Your Honor, the lady tried to pay me with a harmonica. That's not fair compensation for what I did.
Sir, you'll have to wait your own trial for that.
Wrong courtroom.
At her trial, it is revealed that Lola stole the toaster to fund her catnip addiction and her obsession with vintage appliances. She's sentenced to prison, but not before Maxwell has a chance to encounter her in the courthouse bathroom.
I guess that's all of it? No, can't be all of it.
Well. Has the detective been caught measuring in inches rather than millimeters again?
No, I'm sorry. I thought this was the men's room. Ooh.
Man, no.
Embarrassing. Yeah, really. I apologize. Oh.
As far as I can see, there's nothing to be sorry about. Did you forget your glasses? Or do you just like to pretend that your tinky is a winky?
No, I'm not transgender. If you are, that's fine. I just, Lola, I came in here by mistake. I apologize.
That's all right, sweet thing. Won't you come a little closer and let me whisper a little something in your ear?
LaRue whispers a cryptic message, hinting at Maxwell's potential next case. A mysterious disappearance.
You mean the whole police department can't find her?
Well, I'll solve any case that walks through my door, Lola. That's how you came to be here. I don't know. I don't know if any of this is usual.
He knew exactly what he needed to do. Maxwell returns home, climbs the 20 flights of stairs to his crappy apartment, only to find his cat, Mr. Whiskers, and his pocket parrot, Pauline, in the middle of a ridiculous fight.
Well, what's going on here?
Wait a minute, damn it.
Quiet. Want to wake up the whole neighborhood?
Oh, baby, come in there. I would definitely kick both your asses. Well, that's what you get. Now, cease and desist. Thank you.
It seemed that Maxwell had solved the case yet again.
Another job. Well done. Another satisfied client. Another case closed.
Another job well done. Another satisfied client. Maxwell, feeling the weight of the case, drowns his sorrows in bourbon. But not before a panic attack strikes. His pale face sweaty, his skin like pins and needles. It'll be another sleepless night in rainy Boston.
This is the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
Original music was composed and conducted by Lynn Murray.
We thank you, dear listener, for playing a part in another episode of Maxwell Cooper, Private Dick. Come back and listen to the podcast again in the future. Find us on all the social medias. We'll always be one of the friends here on the one and only Lion Goat Podcast Network.
Please subscribe to this podcast on your podcast player. We are available on iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and anchor.fm/liongoatpodcast. Please tell all your friends, enemies, and any strangers to listen to our podcast. This will help us bring joy to everyone. Text-to-speech services were provided by freetts.com and readloud.net. Various audio clip content, used for the purposes of satire, were located on youtube.com and the Internet Archive. Additional sound effects were provided by freesound.org. Other original music for today's show was composed, performed, and recorded by the excellent musicians at Hairline Productions. Today's show was edited, produced, and recorded by the world's greatest sound designers and engineers at Hairline Productions. Please like their content on SoundCloud/Hairline Productions.